This is Newcap News with Bart Pediasic.
Good evening. We begin tonight in Makwa as Canada's Aboriginal Affairs Minister will sit down with the head of the Assembly of First Nations to discuss a fire that killed 2 children on the Saskatchewan Reserve. A statement from Bernard Valcourt's office says the minister has agreed to a request from AFN Grand Chief Perry Bellegarde for a meeting on last week's recent tragedy on the First Nation. Bellegarde sent a letter to Valcourt last Friday saying federal money to provide First Nations with a safe and healthy environment is insufficient and has reached a critical level. The Grand Chief also plans to lobby the government to scrap a policy which caps annual funding increases for First Nations at 2%. The time and place for the meeting have not yet been determined. 2 men from Lloydminster are facing numerous charges after close to 200 vehicles were broken into last night in the Parkview area. Early in the morning, RCMP received calls of 2 men aged 18 and 21 checking car door handles in the 2800 block of 67A Avenue. When the police arrived, the suspects fled and were arrested a short time later. The 2 men are facing a number of charges, including stolen property, resist of arrest, and failing to comply with conditions. Police have spoken to homeowners in the affected neighborhood and asked residents to complete a statement. For those who weren't home at the time, a document was left at the house. RCMP asked residents to complete a letter and bring it to the police detachment. As well, they're asking anyone in the area to check their vehicle and if anything is out of place to give police a call. Well, some border city students may soon be able to give their own parents financial advice thanks to a special program. ATB Financial has started a new junior branch at École Saint-Thomas with the hopes that it will prepare them for a daily banking come adulthood. Our Jeremy Thompson was their first customer.
It's deposit day here at the Junior ATB Financial Branch, and it just so happens I have some money I need to deposit. So I'm here with Caitlin. So Caitlin, what's the first thing I need to know when I'm depositing money?
You need to fill this in, and you have to write your name right there.
Twice a month, Caitlin and her classmates spend their lunch hour as bank greeters, tellers, and money handlers.
Write your name right there.
They're learning about money management through hands-on experience. Dylan Balgan has been working at the junior branch for 2 years. He knows the depositing process well.
Well, they would write their name down on a piece of paper, and they'd get the yellow sheet, and then we'd get the white sheet, and then we'd put their money in a bag, and then it would go to the back cash, and then we'd stamp it and make sure it's fine and that money is the right money, and we'd put it in our safe.
ATB branch manager Shane Schneider says the junior branch program teaches financial literacy, something that's not usually part of school curriculum.
We figure, in our opinion, that if we can get an early start on that, just the kids will be that much more advanced when it does come time to deal with real-life finances.
The young customers are depositing real money that goes into real accounts back at the real bank.
The kids are getting statements each month, so they're going to be able to watch their money grow as well, and the parents can work with them on that. So that's the intention, is once they see their savings starting to grow, is that the parents can coach them and guide them as to how they should use their money.
The junior branch also has real funding, as the senior branch gives them $1,000 at the start of the year. Half goes towards marketing for the program, and the kids decide how to put the other $500 back into the community.
Last year we chose the SPCA for $250 and also the Lloydminster Region Health Foundation for $250.
It's a lot of responsibility for 11 and 12-year-olds, but Dylan and his classmates are up to the challenge.
I believe more schools should have this, and it's a great opportunity for kids to deal with this.
Jeremy Thompson, Newcap News.
Canadians everywhere are donning the color pink in honor of Anti-Bullying Day. Local high school students are passing their knowledge on to the younger grades when it comes to defense against bullies.
I've seen people saying those bad words and verbal bullying.
These students' pink shirts are a symbol of Anti-Bullying Day. A tradition started 7 years ago by 2 grade 9 students from Nova Scotia. Now Darlene Wolf, a counselor at Lloyd Comp High School, trains students to help teach younger children how to identify and stand up to bullying.
Talking about bullying, facilitating some workshops, trying to bring some awareness and some positive coping strategies to some of the classrooms in our community.
Students completed activities about putting labels on others, different kinds of bullying, and the types of power.
Bullying isn't really nice, and you should never bully people, and you should stand up to bullying.
And we'll have more on this story tomorrow on Newcap News. Welcome back. Some Lloydminster students have a way with words, and they're showing that off next week. This is some of the best middle school spellers from the local public schools are going head-to-head as they take part in the first ever division-wide spelling bee. Here's more from the semifinals at E.S. Laird in this week's Beyond the Classroom.
Panelist, P-A-N-E-L-I-S-T, panelist.
B-R-A-Z-E-N, brazen.
Word after word, contestant after contestant. Grade 7 to 9 students at E.S. Laird were put to the test today as they competed for a chance at the finals.
Judicial, J-U-D-I-C-I-A-L, judicial.
That is correct.
It's a first for grade 7 student Robin Olinik. She has been reading and writing since she was 3, but has never competed in anything like this before.
I think they're fun for everyone, and you can just if you're maybe shy, you can open up a little bit.
And just like any school team, competition is fierce. The top 3 spellers from E.S. Laird will compete with finalists in College Park and Bishop Lloyd to find the best middle school speller in the division.
There's hardly ever any chance for a kid to show off their knowledge about literacy and spelling, and this is a great opportunity for kids to celebrate what they know and to perform in a way that's not always available to them. It's different from, say, a drama club or a basketball team or whatever. It's a little more academic, but still a lot of fun.
As for Olinik, all her hard work is paying off. The only thing between her and first place in the school is one final word.
Drudgery.
Drudgery. D-R-U-D-G-E-R-Y, drudgery.
That is correct.
And now all her attention falls on the finals in March.
To be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't really know how the rest of them spell, but I think I have a pretty good chance.